Welcome back. I am so excited for this video because, look at this look. Do you see that freaking highlighter? I finally tried out Arttitude Cosmetics and I picked up a few pieces from the Metamorph collection. And let me just say, I am so freaking blown away. This is so good and I cannot wait to show you guys. If you are interested in hearing my thoughts, seeing some swatches, hearing more about this collection, and getting two looks, then just keep watching. I am so freaking distracted. I mean, this highlighter is just so freaking good. Oh, I'm so excited, guys. But if this is your first time here, my name is Heather. I love all things makeup, especially colorful makeup and indie brands. And if you guys love those things too, I really hope you will subscribe and don't forget to click the little bell so you can be notified of all my future uploads. Now we got to talk about this collection. Look at the highlight on this beautiful woman's face. And you can't tell me that this is not giving the same thing. Every time I look at myself, I'm like, dang, I don't know. Anyways, like I said, I did pick up, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 things from this collection. And they even sent me a free gift, this sponge, which is really nice. But this is a massive collection. And we're going to get into that. So, this collection consists of, let me see, you have 3 loose, multichrome pigments, the waterproof mixing liquid, which I didn't pick that up. I want to. There are 2 highlighters, a 19-piece brush set, a holographic bag, the eyeshadow palette, and there's like all these sponges. You can get like a sponge every day for the year. There's so much, but I only picked up 4 of the things. I just really wanted to try the brand, and I thought this collection was just so beautiful. And after I got it, like, the presentation was on point. Let me show you guys, actually. Okay, so my package had a bunch of these like cute little butterflies, and they are so pretty. I'm keeping them for real. And then the palette came in this sleeve, and then you kind of like, you know, it's so beautiful. I'm definitely keeping this as well. I keep everything. And then there were 2 of these little, like, info cards. But they also, these are the boxes for like the loose pigments and the highlighters. They have like the really pretty holographic edges, which are gorgeous. But there's also this info card, and there's 2 parts. Now, it says, "This is a story time from the founder. I've spent the last 4 years working extremely hard with the multiple different suppliers to find the perfect eyeshadow formula. It has taken years of work, not only to perfecting our palettes, but also building our brand reputation and the connection I have with you all. This journey hasn't always been smooth, but I'm usually able to deal with any hiccups along the way before the final stage of production. Sadly, this hasn't been the case for Metamorph. Apparently, to make a long story short, the supplier was off sick, and due to a miscommunication, this shade Hybrid was not the right shade. It was patchy and everything. So they also sent the better shade in this package. Everyone gets it with their palette. And I used like a nail file and popped the old one out, and I just threw that one away because this formula in this one is like pure perfection. The other one was not, but I glued it in there. It was really easy to do. But I think, they could have obviously just let that shade in and just left it as is, not said a word. And, much probably wouldn't have been said about it because it's one shade. But them wanting to make it perfect, I think, says a lot about this brand. And I think that is wonderful. But the thing that I really wanted to read to you guys is the Metamorph definition. And this really resonated with me because I feel like this has been like the last 5 years of my life in so many words. But it says metamorph is an organism that has undergone metamorphosis, a striking alteration in appearance, character, or circumstances. At first glance, there is nothing about the caterpillar that tells you it's going to transform into a butterfly. Sometimes we have to take a deep look within ourselves to discover our true potential. Just like the caterpillar itself, sometimes we have to push through the darkness in order to reach the light. Let the butterfly serve as a reminder that it is never too late to transform. And I love that so much. And I agree 100%. And I've actually been looking up tattoos because I want to get something like this, somewhere. I just love that so much. And I think that the fact that they did this collection around that is truly so beautiful. The Metamorph eyeshadow palette retails for $57. And let me just tell you, this palette swatched so beautifully. But we have 16 gorgeous eyeshadows with 4 unique textures, 9 buttery, easy to blend mattes, 2 gorgeous high definition foils, 3 soft duochromes with a subtle color shift, and 2 metallic multichromes with an intense color shift. And I think this is beautiful. The packaging is beautiful. When you open it up, like these butterflies and everything, it's just, the whole thing about it is gorgeous, I think. But there are also like 3 pigments. I only picked up Nymph and Hybrid, and these are so beautiful. Hybrid reminds me of one that I just recently got from Inslee Rain. It is really beautiful. I'm super excited to have these in my collection, and I do use one for each look. But the thing that really just, oh, it is so good. It's so good. I want to go back and get the other shade, but there are 2 highlighters. I only picked up the shade Floatation, and as you can see from my look today, this highlighter speaks for itself. It is so freaking gorgeous. But the highlighter Floatation retails for $17. The other one is $25. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, the pigments are $17 as well. But that is all the information I have on this collection, at least for the things that I picked up. But like I said, this part is already like, this intro is already so freaking long. So I'm going to go ahead and get you guys zoomed in and show you how I created look number 1. Hello, my favorite people. I am excited to be filming with the Arttitude Cosmetics Metamorph collection. So I already have on my lip products, which is Doodle from Lunar Beauty. And then I did Dread, the lip gloss from the Unearthly like mini mystery box collection. And now I want to add some highlighters. So this is the shade Floatation. I didn't pick up everything from this collection, but I did want to grab some pieces. I'm sure you guys have already seen the intro and stuff, but I'm excited. I'm excited to play with this highlighter. You saw the swatch. It's so beautiful. It does have like a clear base, but like a green blue shift. It's so stunning. And I'm excited to finally put it on the face. It looks so glossy. It kind of reminds me of the Glamlight Friday the 13th highlighter. It's so freaking stunning. Definitely does not disappoint. And look at it on the nose. Ooh, this is gorgeous. And I'm excited about the loose pigments I picked up too. I play with one of them in the next look, but today I'm going to be playing with the shade Nymph. It's like purple with a blue shift. And as you guys have guessed, I'm going to do a blue and purple look today. Oh my, like, do you see that? See, I've already played with this. It'll be the next look that you guys see. And I haven't played with the highlighter. This is my first impression. of this, but I have played with the palette and the loose pigment in the shade Hybrid. I use this as a highlight in the next look. It's really stunning, but let me say, this is my first time trying this brand, and so far, I think it's really good. I'm really glad that I finally took the leap and I picked up some stuff. USPS did me so dirty on this collection. It actually came from somewhere in the UK, I think. I don't really remember. But it went through customs and it was in New York. And then USPS sent it back out through customs to Poland and then turned around, and I had to wait for it to start moving for like a week. And then they sent it back to me, and it took like another week for it to get to me, which is why you guys are seeing me review this late. They're doing the same thing with my Nomad palette and the other stuff that I need for my giveaway. So I'm waiting on that package as well. That package has been sitting like an hour from my house since August the 16th, which is freaking insane. Like, I'm about to lose my mind waiting on my stuff, but that's why I haven't done the giveaway yet. So, and me and Amanda haven't done that, our video together yet, because I wanted to do those two videos together. I mean, the two things together, but that's just why. It's so annoying. I just want my stuff, you know? But I'm excited to create another look with this. I will say too, I wrote them and asked them if they like knew what was going on with my package, because at that time it hadn't come back through customs yet. And they did say that they were going to send me out a whole new collection and everything if something happened and I didn't get it soon, which was very kind of them. My customer service with them was excellent. I truly couldn't have asked for a better response. But now let me try to figure out what I want to do exactly. It's so hard because this is such a fun, unique color story, and I feel like there are so many really cool combos you could do with this, and I would love to. Like, these three together would be so beautiful. Like, there's so much, but at last, I can only do 2 looks for this one. I think I used this in the inner corner spring, but I want to do it again today. So I'm just picking some of this up on this Glam Light brush. I need to tap out my concealer on my lid, but I'm going to put this here in the inner corner again. It just will go like with this look, at least I hope so. And I'm just going to slightly blend this out. Okay, so then I want to go into this blue shade, Peacock. It's so pretty. And I'm just doing that on this large shader brush. So I also wanted to talk to you guys because this wall behind me, I'm going to have to paint it. I really want to like switch my stuff over to fall. I keep losing my train of thought and everything because this is so freaking pigmented. But I really want to switch everything over to fall, and I've been waiting to do it because I need to buy paint. First of all, I love the color of that wall behind me, especially like with my decor. I feel like they go so well together. But that reddish tint is throwing off the color in my videos, and where I don't have like a lot of natural light up here, it makes it really hard to balance it out with the artificial lighting, and it tends to make my videos a little too warm. I even feel like it is right now, like my face. But when I hung up those like that fairy light tree behind me, I used that like double-sided sticky tape, you know, like the real thick like sticky tape. That stuff is amazing, but it didn't work for this and it keeps falling. So now I have like that sticky tape all over my wall, and I can't take it off because the wall is painted in like flat paint, and it's making it like if I try to take it off, it peels the tape off. So it's become this whole mess. So I'm gonna have to take everything down and paint this wall, probably white because it's just easier that way, and then go ahead and decorate for fall. But the thing is, I might have to miss a few videos to do that. I'm gonna try to make sure I get stuff pre-filmed, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to. It all just depends on the mail and, you know, how quickly they send me my packages so I can actually get stuff filmed and uploaded. So with the way things are looking right now, that might not happen. So I just wanted to let you guys know, if I miss an upload, that is why. Now I'm just taking this large like blending brush from Singe, and I'm blending out the edges. Then I want to go into this cool tone blue here called Flutter. It's so pretty. I could do Flight as well, but it's more green. It would go with the look that I'm planning, but I'm really just feeling this cool tone blue shade. And I'm just brushing this along the edges while I'm trying to blend this out. My mom keeps trying to call me, but I am filming on my phone, so I cannot answer unless I take my whole phone out of frame and get everything all messed up. So sorry, Mom, I'll have to call you back. But see this combo? Ugh, you guys know how much I love this. Now I'm going to go back in with some more of Peacock. And I just want to build this up. I've had so much fun with this formula. It is really good. These mats are really easy to work with. They're pigmented. As you can see, they also layer really well. You'll be able to see that in the next look too, even more so. But they layer so nicely. All in all, it's just been a great time. And the shimmers so far have been good too. Now I'm going to take this first brush, go back into Spring, and I'm just going to blend this in to the blues. Now I'm going to switch on over to the small shader brush and pick up more of that Peacock shade. Like, look at that pigmentation. And I just want to build this up a little more. It needs to be like its true color so that the shimmer will make sense. At least in my brain, anyway. I'm also going to do the same exact thing on the lower lash line, and I'll be right back. You know, the mint right here with this pink, and then the shade Cocoon on the lid, maybe a little bit of Emperor on the outer corner would be such a pretty look too. So would Monarch and Dew with Cocoon, or Monarch Dew and Pollen. Like, there's so many looks I see when I look at this palette. And this shade down here, Nectar, looks like a gold, but like just a plain old gold. But like, do you see that? Oh, it's so freaking beautiful and icy. It's just so stunning. This palette just blew my mind. You know, when I saw the pictures and stuff before they released it, I knew like it was beautiful by looking at it, but honestly, it's so much more than I ever expected it to be. And I'm excited that I picked it up. It was definitely worth the wait so far. I have not used all of the shades in this, but I'm hoping to be able to do some shorts with some of my newer palettes too. Okay, so now I want to add a little more depth out here. So I want to go in with the shade in the palette that I replaced, Hybrid. And honestly, it was really easy to replace this shade. I just used a nail file to pop it out because it's not magnetic. But then I just used a little bit of glue and glued it in, and I just threw the other one away because this one is a lot better. And I'm glad that, you know, they said that and decided to send everyone the better formula. It says a lot about them and that, you know, their work and their word. They want to have the best. They don't settle for second best. You know what I mean? But look at the depth that gave. It's so freaking good. Oh, and I'm just going to lightly, you know, blend over all of that. I think it's so beautiful, but I'm ready to play with some shimmer. So I'm just going to use my finger to place this on the lid, a thin layer, and then I'll just give it a second to let it get sticky before I start, or before I go in with the shimmers. Okay, so I have to go in with the shade here, Butterfly. It is so stunning. This formula is so silky smooth, but you see like that shift to purple. It looks like skin. It's so smooth, but it's so beautiful and reflective. Definitely does not disappoint. That is so freaking stunning. So I think I'm going to do this loose shimmer in the shade Nymph on the lid. It's like a purple with the most beautiful blue shift. You can see it there. Oh, it's so pretty. And then I think I want to do some of the highlight in the inner corner. I think that would be really cool. But I'm just going to get some glitter glue on my brush because my finger will not fit down in this cap with these nails. And pick some of it up. I might need to spray this so it doesn't fall out on my face. Ooh, as soon as I sprayed it, it turned like that beautiful shade of blue. Oh, that is so pretty. It's so bright. My Laura Geller spray is running out, and I freaking love that spray. Let me know if you guys use setting spray and what your favorite kind is and what kind of skin you have. I have dry skin, so I need something for that. I did get fallout, but it is a loose product. And thankfully, it just dusted right away. I want to take some of this down here, but I'm going to have to get real close to the mirror. I will be right back. You can really like see it in that cap now. It's so pretty. I just love this. But I'm going to make that inner corner, like the pink, make sense by dipping into this highlight. And I am loving how gorgeous this highlight is too. Where is, oh, I was trying to get a highlight brush for this. I didn't even think it straight. So this is a pencil brush. And I'm going to pick some of this up and just, God, this highlight is wonderful. Look how icy. I want to go back in with a little more of the pink though. I kind of took some of it away too much anyway. And just go back over this. Bring some of that pink back in. But I love this. I think it's so beautiful. I do want to go in with some more of Flutter. And I just want to blur it out, like blow it out just a little more into that highlight. I think that could be really cool. Yes. Man, that's stunning. And then I want to take my highlighting brush that I use and pick up just a little more and go over the edges of this. And I think that adds like the coolest like little touch. And then I'll go in with my pencil brush, pick up more of that really deep shade that I used in the palette, Hybrid. And I want to just make sure that my mattes and shimmers are blended. So I love this so freaking much. I can't wait to see it all finished, but I will be right back to show you guys the finished look, and then we'll move on to look number 2. I am back with the finished look, and I love this so freaking much. I think it turned out so good. I love this highlighter. I'm so in love with it. It's so freaking glowy and wet looking and beautiful. Kind of wishing now that I would have used it in both looks, but I can't wait to get some more use out of that one in the future. But I did change out my lip liner to the Revlon Color Stay Longwear Lip Liner in the shade Mauve. I think it goes a lot better. But for liner, I used the Give Beauty Line It Up 24-Hour Gel Pencil Eyeliner in the shade, I think it's Bathwater. Yes, in the shade Bathwater. And I think it goes with this look so freaking well. But you guys are going to have to let me know what you think of this one down below. And let's go ahead and move on to look number 2. This palette is so freaking gorgeous, and the packaging, like how they packaged it and everything, was so pretty when it got to me. But I'm really excited to play with this, despite the fact that it's 100 degrees in my house today. And I've had a fever all morning. So it's already like 8 o'clock at night, but I feel a little better. So I want to film with this. This looks so pretty. There's so many different looks that I see that I really want to do. But I'm going to try to kind of narrow it down some. And maybe do something a little easy. Okay, so I think to start this out, I want to go into this really pretty pink here called Spring. And I'm just doing it on this like fluffy blending brush. And I just want to tap it here in the inner corner. The swatches of this palette were really good. So I have a lot of expectations for this. I think it is going to go really well. I'm excited to finally be trying this brand as well. Oh, and I got the highlighter and 2 of the loose pigments, but I forgot I wanted to use a loose pigment as a highlighter because the highlighter I picked up is blue and it's not going to go with this look. So let me just tap some of this into the cap. It's so pretty. This one reminds me of one that I just picked up from Ensley Rain. But I'm just going to dip my brush in here. And let's see what it looks like on the face. That is so beautiful and glossy. I also want to put some on the tip of my nose. I always do. It looks even better with the finger. It's so pretty. I don't know like how well that's going to show, but it is so beautiful. It's like a pink to green. I'll have to like look up the description of that one. That is gorgeous. The other one I have is really pretty too. The one I just showed you, or the one I put on my face, is in the shade Hybrid. Yeah. And then I have the purple one, which is called Nymph. It's really gorgeous too. But Now that that's done, let's get back into the look. So like I said, I just want to press this in and blend it out. It is so freaking hot up here. So far, so good, but that is only one shade so far. Now I want to go into the shade Monarch. It's like a mauvey pink. And I'm going to just put this here in the rest of the crease. And this is going to be like my base color. So I want to try to take it up higher. Just building it up slightly. This is so pretty. I love this shade. And that blended out like really easy. Literally took seconds. So I want to use this small shader brush. And I'm going to do the same thing on the lower lash line that I did up top. Now I want to take this shader brush from Glam Light. And I want to go into this shade here called Moth. And I'm going to press this in the crease to just deepen up. Which that's got some pigment to it. That deepened up even more than I honestly expected it to. Now I'm going to go back in with the large blending brush. And I'm going to dip back into Monarch and blend this out. I love the whole like theming of this palette. Hopefully I read that info card in the intro of this video because it's so pretty the way they worded it. I'm also going to take that shade down here in the lower lash line. Just smoke it out just a little bit. And then I'm going to use my Sigma pencil brush, the E30, and I want to dip into the shade up here called Emperor, and I'm going to put some of this out here in the outer corner. Try not to get carried away. And then I'll go into a little bit of Moth and use that to just blend it out. And then I want to take my Game Beauty, what is it, the EO4, and I'm going to go into a little bit of that again and just put it down here in this outer corner and just make sure these two meet up. It's really pretty. But now I want to go in with some NYX glitter glue. This look was actually kind of easy to create, but where did I put my glitter glue? That's the question. There it is. And I'm just going to use my finger to apply this onto the lid because it doesn't need to like be precise. I was so happy when I got this in today, which you guys are probably seeing this look as look number 2, because I'm like I don't feel good, so I don't really feel like filming the intro and all that stuff right now, but I'll probably talk to you guys about it in look number 1, about all the crazy stuff that happened trying to get this package to me. I don't know what's going on with UPS lately, but it's been several of my packages that have been getting lost, and it's so freaking annoying. But now I want to go into this shade Floral. The shimmers in this palette are so stunning. And so far the mattes seem to be pretty good as well. Why am I using this brush when everyone knows I want to use my finger? The shade is so pretty. Like, oh. I should have used the brush because now I just accidentally got that shimmer up too high. It's an easy fix though. This shade is stunning. It's so beautiful. Then I want to go into this shade here called Pollen. It's really pretty too. I love how like icy it looks. This yellow down here, Nectar, is gorgeous as well. Like, oof, that is so freaking beautiful. I'm pretty sure that's a duo. I know there's 2 multichromes in here and then a handful of like duochromes as well. But that is so stunning. I'm wondering if like a hint of this green right here, Metamorph, would be pretty in the center. It could be a terrible idea, but let's try it. I think this might have been a good idea, actually. And I'll just go over the edges of this with both of those shades. It's like the tiniest hint of that green. I think that is so freaking beautiful. I want to take some of that shade Pollen that I used and I want to put some of this like right here on the lower lash line. I'm gonna have to use my finger though. I think that's really pretty. Adds a little bit of brightness. But then for inner corner, I want to use my face highlight that I used. Okay, so for this, I'm going to use my Singe Beauty brush. I don't remember which one this is. It's the tapered one. And I just want to dust this in the inner corner. I don't know if that's like icy enough for me. So I'm going to pick up a little bit of Nectar down here and just pop some of this over top. That is gorgeous and exactly what I wanted. And this is the finished eye. I think it's really, really pretty. Like I said, this one was relatively easy to create, but I'm going to go ahead and just make sure this outer corner blends in with the shimmers. I'm just using that deepest shade that I used in this look, but I'm going to go ahead and finish this eye look off camera and I will be right back to show you guys the finished look. But I'm excited to hear your thoughts on this, and honestly, so far so good with this one. I am back with the finished look and I think it looks beautiful. I really love it. I think the hint of green I added to the lid was such a great idea. But in my waterline, I am using the ColourPop liner in the shade Glow. It really just goes with that hint of green I added, which I think was really pretty. Honestly, I think this nude one in the shade Honeydew would have been pretty as well because it really matches that lighter shade I used on the front half of the lid. But I would love to know what you guys think of this look. And as always, everything I used on my face will be linked down below. But with all of that being said, let's go ahead and move on to my first impressions. Well, I may or may not be losing my mind because I finished this look. I filmed some reels for Instagram, turned all my stuff off up here, went downstairs, sat outside for an hour on the phone with my mom, ate a bag of chips, and was just minding my own business, scrolling through Instagram, and I was said, oh my God, I forgot to film my outro. I like screamed it, and Amanda was like, what's wrong? I had to come back up here and reapply my lip product, but I will say it's 100 degrees outside, and this makeup has held up. It's so freaking hot, but I laughed so hard at myself. I had to come back up here and redo my hair because the humidity is insane. And I was, let's just say, rocking rough and tough with my Afro puff. And I can't believe that I forgot to film my outro. But anyways, now let me give you guys my first impressions on this collection. I am so in love. Like, this highlighter is, like, as much as you guys know, I love eyeshadow. It's my favorite part of makeup. I love this palette. I have not used all of the shades. Let me see. I have used 12 out of the 16 shades, so close to it. And I can't say everything like was really easy to use. I love the pigmentation. It was easy to blend. The shimmers do not crease. It's a beautiful formula. Like I said, it was really hot outside, and as you can tell, like, they are not creased, and I do have slightly hooded lids, so keep that in mind. And along with these loose pigments, I love them too, but my favorite part of this collection is definitely this highlighter. It is so good. I am so mind blown and just truly captivated by it. It makes my skin look so freaking beautiful. I love this so much. I was talking about it in my reels, and I literally got chills talking about it. That's how freaking good it is. It blew my mind. I don't know why it took me so long to try this brand, but I'm so glad that I finally did. And like I told you guys, like, the hiccup I had with it getting here, that's not on the brand, but the way they handled the situation, they were very kind, and they offered to replace the full thing, my full order, which was amazing as well. So do I recommend it? Most definitely. I think you will love it, especially if you like similar things to what I like. I think you will definitely love it. It's great quality, and I can't wait to play more with this little collection. I can't wait to see what else they come out with. I mean, I don't know what everything's been like before this collection because, like I said, I've never tried it, but I just can't wait to see what else they do. And if the formula is consistently this good throughout, I definitely will find myself supporting them and picking up more of their products. I'm just truly excited about this full thing that I bought. It makes me want to go back and buy more, especially the other highlighter that was in this collection. It was really beautiful too, but I decided on this one, but now I'm really like thinking maybe I should pick the other one up as well. But you guys are going to have to let me know what you thought of these looks. Which one is your favorite? I most definitely think this one is mine, but you guys know how much I love blue eyeshadow. But I can't wait to create some more looks with this over on Instagram. If you guys are interested, you could follow me over there. I do have it linked down below in my description box, along with all of these products and everything else that I've worn on my face for both of these looks. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really does help me out. And leave some butterfly emojis and some emojis of your favorite colors. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts on this. Let me know if you picked it up, if you've tried anything else from this brand, and what your thoughts are on it. But thank you guys so much for everything, and until next time. Bye.